What's up, y'all? This is Elle Varner, and you're watching The Turning Report.
Hello, world. This is Douglas, coming to you live from Chicago with the world famous Elle Varner. Elle, welcome to Chicago.
World famous. Oh, yes. All over the world. Thank you.
Well, wonderful job on stage tonight. You really
Thank
blew the
you.
house down like you always do.
Thank
and
you.
I'm just going to go in and ask you a couple questions in regards to the music business in your life and kind of go from there. So, number one, tell us how you got your start in music. Like, what made you want to go down this path?
Going into music for me was a given. Both of my parents were in the industry. I grew up in it fully. I mean, I was pressing CDs, doing street team when I was 13. I was engineering, recording, all these things during my teens. So, destiny. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, your destiny is manifested.
Yes. Well, it's manifesting all the time. Yeah.
Great. So, what was your vision when you were younger, working, taking some of the steps that you said you took of what it was like to be an entertainer to where you're at now? Is it what you expected?
It's actually a lot different than what I expected, especially having grown up knowing so much about the industry and growing up at a time when you mega artists were selling millions and millions of albums, and you had to go. I spent every weekend at the Music Plus or Tower or Virgin, just spending hours going through CDs, the little listening stations, and everything is so different. I mean, artists, the shelf life is so much shorter, the music quality is so much less. The development process is almost non-existent. It's like you can go on YouTube and next thing you know, hey, you're a star. But it doesn't work that way. Like being a true artist is a very heavy, difficult thing. That's why you see a lot of artists end up, unfortunately, on drugs or alcohol or different things. They get led astray because it's a lot of work. And people they see the nice part and they want to be famous, but it's not that simple.
Got it. Okay, and your first album.
It was a little heavy.
That was great. Your first album was titled Perfectly Imperfect. Mm-hmm. We want to know, what did that title mean and where did it come from?
Perfectly Imperfect was the phrase that embodied where I was at as a female, as a girl, coming to acceptance of my flaws, physically, emotionally, as an artist. It's like, this album is imperfect. It's perfectly imperfect. I'm not perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect. And it's something goes back to my dad. He always found a way to put a positive on everything, So if I'd say I'm imperfect, you're perfectly imperfect.
Nice. My next question for you is, you have a lot of high-profile fans and a lot of people that love your sound and your style, including the First Lady of the United States. So we'd have to ask, what is your highest achievement to this day?
My highest achievement to this day would have to be probably graduating, because I really didn't have to go to college. I went solely because I wanted to have that experience. I wanted to understand in and out what I was getting into in the music industry. So, the fact that I went through that and didn't just go right for it, I'm proud of myself.
As you should be.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So when it comes to making music, every artist has a different approach to how they make a song. Some need to hear the beat first. Some need to read the music first. What's your approach on making a song?
It completely depends. I call myself an interpreter. So when I hear a track, I hear melodies, I hear themes. Like when I heard Refill, the track, that violin made me so dizzy, like a hangover. And that's where the whole concept of you make me feel drunk, but I'm not. Can I get a refill of your time? It all comes back to the first time I listen. I usually I hear it right then.
Absolutely. And I'd have to ask you, who's on your playlist? Who do you listen to? Who's in your iPod? What, besides your own music, what else do you listen to?
Well, right now I got what I call the big four in rotation: Wale, J. Cole, Yeezy, and Magna Carta. I mean, those four I can't take off.
If it wasn't for music right now, what do you think you'd be doing today?
If I wasn't doing music, I would probably be a teacher. Not because of the glasses, but that's probably the only other thing I'm super passionate about is education and just kind of philanthropy. So I'd be doing something, and I'm still doing those things simultaneously, but it's really hard. You want to get one thing in the, you know what it's like I got to get this straight. Then I do the nonprofit, then I do the lipsticks, then I do all that stuff, but still doing my stuff.
Good deal.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Elle, we really thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I'm Dougie Fresh. This is Elle Varner, and this is the Trending Report.
Peace.
Peace.